Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well. You sounding good. How are you, Joe?
I'm good. Okay, hold on. How do I change my camera?
Oh yeah, true. You go to the video, I think.
I
Is it?
see it now.
Oh yeah, yeah, cool.
Yep.
You sounding
Boom. There we go.
perfect, perfect.
Beautiful.
I love your shirt.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Buddy of mine named Southside Supply. He's got his own business. I get a bunch of shirts from him, so that's where I
Awesome.
got it.
Well, thank you for making the time, Joe. Really appreciate you coming on the show, and the fans do as well. Um,
Absolutely.
how
Thanks
was
for
your day?
having me. Appreciate
No,
the invite.
no worries at all. How was your day?
It was all right. I actually recently got injured, had surgery on my hand here. So did some physical therapy this morning. Got the go ahead to be able to sweat and do different stuff. So I got to work out for the first time in a while. Um did some grocery shopping and was dad all day today. So
Cool. That's always challenging, actually. Grocery shopping. Did your kids come with you to grocery shopping?
they did not today.
Oh yeah, that's
Not
that's
this
hard.
time. Yeah. Taking all three of them is a challenge to say the least.
Yeah.
So
How old are they?
I got seven, five, and two.
752. Oh yeah, I've got 7 and 4. So
Okay.
I'm just missing the littlest one, but
Yeah.
that even 7 and 4 can be a handful. It
Oh
adds a
yeah, for
couple of
sure.
kilograms to the trolley for sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure. How
Yeah.
about you? How was your day?
Good. Yeah, yeah. It's 2:30 here p.m. But it's a
Oh, so you're just in the
yeah.
middle of the day. Okay.
Yeah, it's a hot ass day. My wife's just going off to work. Did some cycling this morning with the kids and a few other things. So I've got dad duties this afternoon as well. But it's good talking to a fellow anime dad. And for the people listening, do you mind just explaining who you are and what you do?
Yeah. My name is Joseph Jones. I go by Family Man Joe. I am a professional NFL linebacker, mostly play special teams. Um, I have my own podcast, my own anime podcast as well, called Life with Anime Podcast with my buddy Preston, Mr. Music Major. And I'm a dad times three. So
Cool. And being a pro football player would be incredible, man. That would be no wonder did you get injured playing football?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So I got injured a couple weeks ago. So
And what's your height and weight? Do you mind me asking that?
no, that's fine. I'm 6 foot 1 inch and 250-ish pounds. I go kind of between 245 and 250. So I'm not sure what that is,
Yep.
that conversion is for you.
Yeah, 120, 125 probably kilograms. That's good, bro.
Okay.
That's real good. You must have I've seen some of your training videos. You work out flipping hard. Uh this is not a gym podcast, but what's your bench squat and deadlift?
Oh man, I don't know my like one rep max to be honest with you, but I would say bench is probably getting close to 400. I want to get 405 here soon, but it's probably closer to like 380 for one. Squat, I haven't heavy squatted in a while. I'm a big deadlift guy lately. I've had some back issues with squat. I do want to get back into squatting heavy though. So I don't have that. I think the best I got was like 585 in college.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then deadlift, man. Um, that's a good question. I'm a big trap bar deadlift guy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, bar you step in. And so that honestly, I'm not sure my max is. I just throw the weight on. I just throw it on
Yeah, I'm
there.
the same. I'm more deadlift than squat. I think taller guys, because I'm 6'3", and taller guys, I think squat just the flexibility of it all. It can get the back too much.
Yeah.
Um,
And then once you start getting to a certain amount of weight, to be putting that much weight on your back on a regular basis is just a lot. And I'm good.
yeah, yeah. There's no point injuring yourself anymore. That's cool. All right, so your anime podcast, it seems to be going really, really well, and I'm really enjoying listening to it. What's been a highlight and a low light of the podcast game?
The easy one is the low light. So I'll say the low light first. The very big, honestly, yeah, I'll say the very beginning, like the first episode or two. Recording, there was a lot of issues trying to figure out recording the first time. There were times where we literally recorded half an episode and did not press the record button. And that was after having multiple technical difficulties with internet, connection, this, that, and the other. Man, it was one of the most stressful times for this podcast that we've had, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm good. I'm done. We'll come back. We'll forget this episode and we'll try again next time. We ended up doing it and getting it to work out. But man, learning how to just like go with the flow, accept what happens, and like, all right, well, this has happened. Can't do nothing about it. Let's just figure it out. Because there are some episodes where like the Wi-Fi cut out on my partner, like at the last like 20 minutes. And now, luckily, the system that we use has like a backup, but the quality of the video is way worse than what it is if you have the regular video. So we just had to roll some punches. Highlights, man. Seeing the support that we've gotten, and I was shocked, to be honest with you. Like, I obviously have a lot of following. I wouldn't say that I'm famous, but famous enough to where obviously I play in the professional sport, and so I have a lot of followers on Instagram and social media. I'm not very active on my personal page, but a lot of followers. But to see the quick growth that we've had on our podcast, the support that we've had, there are people who've constantly asked us if they could be on the podcast. They want to join. They want to hear. They're asking when the next episode's coming out. And I'm like, I promise you it's coming. We're on a hiatus right now because of the NFL season. But like to see the support that we've gotten has been definitely a highlight for sure.
That's awesome. That's really cool. No, you hit the nail on the head talking about technical difficulties. I'm not the most technical guy myself, and it's definitely a learning curve as we go with my show as well. Because I think we only started a little bit before you, but it's ridiculous how long it takes. 30 years old is the new 20, but still, it just takes me too long.
Yeah.
um, and then being an anime dad yourself,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Does your oldest watch any anime, or what are you going to introduce first?
Man, so they've seen bits and pieces here and there. I we are very conscious about what our kids watch. As far there's just a lot out there. Like even like we're big on like yeah, we're not big on YouTube because you get 2 clicks away and you're on something completely different that you shouldn't be looking at. So we're pretty conscious about what our kids watch. So they've seen some. My oldest has grown up watching anime. I remember in the off seasons, she was 2, I think. And every morning, my wife would go work out, go to work. The first thing I wake her up, make eggs for breakfast, and we sit down and we'd watch a Yu Yu Hakusho first thing in the morning. Like that was what we did growing up. So, well, for her growing up. They've seen a little bit of Naruto. They've seen some Blue Lock. If I'm watching it, they probably like sat down and saw me watching it,
Hmm.
but they haven't officially like watched a series themselves. What they have seen though is a lot of the Studio Ghibli movies. I just actually recently took them to go see The Boy and the Heron, which they absolutely loved. But they've seen you pretty much all of them. Totoro, Kiki's Delivery Service, Howl's Moving Castle, Ponyo, they love them all. So they've mostly seen Studio Ghibli movies. I do want to get them like going here soon on watching some actual anime and watching a series. They like Hunter x Hunter, but I'm like I had to skip certain episodes like Killua during the Hunter exam and during the fights. I'm like, yeah, I can't have you watching someone take someone's heart out. I can't do that. So, but yeah, that's kind of what they've seen. So
Cool, cool. Yeah, it's hard to find the balance because I'm the same. It's very challenging. Like even my oldest watched Assassination Classroom with me, and it's all about killing their teacher.
yeah.
but but
But
but
it's
it.
also so wholesome at the same time. Like
Mm-hmm,
the premise of the story is crazy, but the wholesomeness of the story is also great.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And yeah, you're right. There's pros and cons, but it's so special to share that with your child. It really makes a difference. Because I was brought up on anime, and I'm sure you were as well.
Yep.
And I mean, you talk about this a lot in on your podcast and in your day to day life. But how has anime affected you personally?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's big on what we talk about. So I love that someone else is asking me versus me asking someone else. Man, like you said, I've grown up on it. Like my dad, my uncles, my cousins, like everyone, we watched anime growing up back when it wasn't cool to watch anime. Like we made fun of watching anime. Um, but man, there's the thing about anime, there's so many life lessons, so much motivational speeches, so many things that like get you going. And I'll speak even more recently on it. Man, there's like looking at characters like Zoro, chasing after his dream of wanting to be the greatest swordsman. I'm a big Blue Lock guy, so watching Isagi grow and develop and change himself to achieve this goal that he wants to do. I'm being an athlete myself and a guy that's like, if I have a goal, okay, well, this is my goal and I'm gonna do what I gotta do
Mm.
to get there. Anime has helped me in the times where I feel like I want to tap out. It has given me that extra push. It reminds me like, hey, like you said you want to do this, like let's do it. Let's stick to it. Let's not slack off. I mean, I have other things along with my faith and my family that also do that, but with anime itself, that's big for me. And it's also just um an art form that I love, that I enjoy. That if I have downtime, away from the kids, away from the wife, away from football and all that stuff, like what I'm doing is either watching anime or reading manga. Like that's what I do. So, it's been there for a comfort for me as well. But also the biggest thing I feel like is just like an extra push, an extra motivation to kind of get me going. And even getting away from the word motivation, even reminded me of my discipline. Like
Mm.
you said you're gonna do this, so like let's stick with it. Because when motivation is gone, discipline is what keeps you going. So yeah.
Yeah, so true. Really, really well said as well. And I've also got, I'm a religious guy as well, and religion for my family, and so my spirituality, my family, and anime. You're right. There are those moments that you definitely remember for the rest of your life, and it won't leave you. It motivates you. I remember playing. I'm a rugby player. I used to be quite a
Oh, nice.
yeah, a lot of
Much
rugby.
respect.
Yeah.
Much respect to you guys doing what I do without pads on. Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember thinking to myself, all right, it's time to go Super Saiyan type thing on the field,
Yes,
or
bro.
mentally like Super Saiyan switch, or don't give up, and it definitely changes the way you play, and changes the way you do life and train every single day. Listening to anime music and letting it pump you up, or listening to speeches, and yeah, it and if you didn't have that in your life, you wouldn't be where you are today. It definitely
Yeah,
does change you as a person for the better.
absolutely.
Mm.
Absolutely.
All right, so I've got some quick fire questions for you. So we'll go 10 quick fire questions. All right, so you
Okay.
just answer from the top of your head. Some anime
Okay.
based, some not. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. What's your top three protagonists in anime?
Ooh, man. Okay. Do they have to be main characters?
Nah.
No? Okay. Zoro, Killua, and Edward Elric.
Ooh, good list.
I
All
don't
right.
Yeah.
Top three villains.
Mm, um, dang. Okay. Uh, I love Katakuri, from One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's a good question. Uh, Aizen from Bleach,
Mm-hmm.
and then dang,
Aizen Katakuri is so cool.
I love Katakuri because he's a villain, but he's not a villain. And then I'm gonna go with the whole group, from Bungo Stray Dogs, the Port Mafia.
Ooh,
Uh, the Port Mafia is awesome. I love them. So
that's that's real unique. All right. Uh, if if you had a useless superpower, a power that was, or quirk or something that was you had but was useless, what would it be?
that's a good question. I like that. Uh, I would have wings that I couldn't fly with.
Yeah, just look
If-
cool. You could open it up and
Yeah.
use it to cool yourself off.
Yeah, Hawks is one of my favorite characters from My Hero. and knowing me, I'd probably try to find some kind of way to figure out how to make them fly, but I'd be the dodo bird of, the flightless bird.
We got one of those. We got a kiwi here. That's a flightless bird, and
Yeah,
moa.
okay.
They're flightless. Good. All right. What's one anime character that you relate to personally in your own life?
Yeah, I brought him up earlier, but Isagi from Blue Lock has been the most relatable lately. Again, he got put in a situation to obviously where he was told he was done, but he was given this opportunity again to go do what he loves, and he's like, I'm gonna do what I can to make the most out of it. Has been put in hard situations, but has changed himself, developed himself, adapted to his situations and surroundings, and is not gonna let anything get in his way. And I feel like that's been a mentality and something I've seen in myself for the past couple of years in my career. That's like I identify with Asagi a lot.
Mm, nice, nice. All right. Next question: if you could choose a animal to live in your house for the rest of your days, would it be a bird or a goat?
Definitely be a bird.
Yeah, good idea. Goats are too
Definitely be a bird.
goats are too smelly and
My
loud.
yeah, my mother-in-law has a bunch of goats though that she takes care of and milks and all that stuff. So if I need a goat, I can just go over there. I'm good.
Yeah, I got goats as well, and we milk them, and
Okay.
it's too hard, too hard.
Yeah.
Um, okay, great one, great answers so far. What would your starter Pokemon be?
Oh, Charmander, easy.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Easy money. Yeah, I fire all the way.
Mm-hmm. If you were in a apocalyptic situation, or you're in a survival situation, what Pokemon
Hmm.
would you use?
Hmm. I would definitely need, I feel like, a flying type.
Mm-hmm.
A flying or a psychic type. And I don't know, I'm not caught up on like the newer gen Pokemon, but like a flying type to help a bigger flying type. So like a Charizard or a Lugia or one of the Zapdos, Moltres, one of those guys, like the bigger flying types to help me get around if I need to get out of a situation. And also they're all powerful. Like so if it's zombie apocalypse, I'm like, hey, yeah, just go ahead and burn those guys over there. And if I like someone's trying to mess with me and then I'm like, I just, pull up my Charizard, like you're not getting past this. So let's leave me alone and go about
Yeah.
our way.
Good answer again. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would that meal be?
Oh, mm, chicken and shrimp Alfredo.
Is that the one your wife makes, or you buy it from the shop? Or
Oh man, my wife actually hasn't made me a chicken and shrimp Alfredo, but she has made me a chicken Alfredo before, which has been absolutely delicious. Love you, babe. But there's actually the Cajun chicken and shrimp Alfredo at Chili's. I don't know if Chili's is, I would assume it's out there, but
yeah,
okay, cool. It's really, really good. So that's the first one that comes to mind. So it'd be that one.
like it, like it. Okay. If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Japan.
Have you been to Japan?
I have not, and I can't wait.
That's on our list as well. My daughter keeps reminding me. We've got a little piggy bank to the side, and we're building up money to go there, and we're looking forward to it. She,
Nice.
she just wants me and her, but my wife won't let us go by ourselves. She's like, "No, I'm not letting you go. I need to come with you." So
My
let's
my
go.
wife doesn't want to go, so I may just go by myself. I'll join you guys.
Bro, that'll be so exciting. Do you know any places you want to go there?
I don't have like a hierarchy of where I want to go. I honestly, man, if it was up to me, I spend a couple months out there and just go everywhere. Now mind you, I have 3 children, so I can't do that. Um, but I don't have a specific place yet. I don't have like this, like if I were to go for one day and had to pick a place, I don't have that place yet.
No,
So
we're the same. We want to. I actually really want to go live there for like 6 months, maybe on a farm or something, and just immerse myself in the culture. Um,
exactly.
I'm on day 270 of my Duolingo app for
Yes, let's
Japan.
go. Yes. See, I started a couple years ago. maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I started learning Japanese, learning how to write, learning how to read it. I was got very basic level, and then I got really busy and fell off, and I haven't picked it back up. And like my goal for me though, before I go to Japan, is to be somewhat fluent in the language. Like I wanna, like you said, I want to immerse myself. Like I don't want to be one of those guys that's like just asking. Like obviously, there's a lot of English things around there, and like you
Mhm.
can figure it out. And I know plenty of people who know not a lick of Japanese, but konnichiwa and arigato, like like that's all they know, and they had an absolutely great time. I don't want to be that guy. Like I want to go around, I want to be able to read, like I want to go into the store and see what I'm buying and like know exactly what I'm buying type thing, you know?
Mhm.
Like I want to do that.
I'm exactly the same. And someone said to me the other day, I met a Japanese person here in New Zealand, and they said to me, when you go there, it's funny, you're going to learn Japanese, be fluent, and then you're going to want to test it out when you're there. And then the Japanese people want to test out their English, so they're going to try to do their English to
Nice.
you, and they
Yeah,
like
that's
talking to you.
great.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool thing. But no, that's definitely on our list, and yeah, we're gonna get there. It's cool, bro. It seems like our philosophies are quite similar in many ways. um, could you tell me? This is challenging. All right, it's a mental exercise, but it's a challenge.
Okay.
Um, two truths and a lie. All right, so two true
Yeah.
statements and a lie, and then I need to guess which one is the lie. So, what's your first truth?
Um, okay, hold on. Um,
It's more challenging than you think. I tried it the
yeah,
other day.
no. Um,
Not true, sorry. What's your first statement? Not your first truth.
yeah, no, I'm trying to think because I want
Yeah,
to make sure they're all pretty good and
yeah, yeah.
um, I have broken over 15 bones in my body. This is my first one.
Okay.
I feel
Second?
like that's a yeah. Second is
15 bones.
I have never seen Berserk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Final?
Third is hmm, I visited 15 states before the age of 10.
Good, good. Nice work. Good thinking on your feet. All right, I'm going to ask you one question about each of them, and then I'll tell you the lie. So the first one
Okay.
um, was you've broken 15 bones in your body. Was it all sport related?
Yes. No, one was not. My
Okay.
first one was not. One was as a kid playing on the playground.
All right. Why haven't you seen Berserk? Is it too violent?
I just haven't gotten around to it as much as I would love to. It's on the list. I just haven't gotten around to it.
That's believable. That's believable. And then why'd you move so much?
Work, work.
Before
My
you were a
parents
kid? Oh,
work.
your parents work.
Yeah, my parents work. And then my dad loved to travel a lot, so we went and did. My dad was a not a pastor, but a minister, and so visited a lot of different states, doing different during different conferences and stuff like that. So I was a very well-traveled child.
All right. I think the bone thing is a lie just because it's too obvious to, maybe it's 13, 10 bones you've broken. Is that the lie?
That is the lie.
Oh, yes. Just because it's too, how many bones have you broken?
I think 10.
Good.
So it was I tried to make it I figured it'd be a good one seeing as how my sport is a very violent one.
Yes.
And I did actually the one I said my very first one I broke, I was a kid and I was playing on the playground, jumped off like the top of the slide,
Mhm.
fell down and broke my arm. So
Don't. I've only broken my hand, something in my fist. I haven't broken anything else. Maybe I was too coddled as a child or something like that. My mother
nah. It's all
breastfed until I
right.
was 12. Now I all right. Uh, what's an anime that everyone should watch? I think I know what you're gonna say, but what's an anime
Oh.
that everyone should watch?
Uh, if you thought this one, I'd be very happy. My first one is actually Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh yeah, Yeah, that's really really good. Good choice. I haven't watched it, but the guy I do the podcast with, Biorvio, it's his favorite anime of all time.
It's
He
number one.
yeah, he absolutely loves it. Who did we
I
speak to?
think
Mm,
go ahead.
we spoke to a voice actor that he freaked out about because he was in it. But he loved it. He loved it so much. Why do you think we should watch it?
As far as there are very few anime that start out start out with this I guess attention grabber, right? Like this issue or this problem or this goal that someone's to achieve that's like, oh, we want to find out about that and stick to it and deliver it throughout the entire series with all the I guess with tons of action, with all the not cliffhangers, but like suspenseful moments, with great characters that develop, but it's not super long. It's not drug out. Like it's just they give everything you want and need in this well-written, told story, well-executed story with phenomenal characters that do it well, with a great main character and side cast, with wonderful villains, um, that you love to hate, but also still love,
Mm,
and like appreciate as villains. Um, there's not they tug at your heartstrings. Like you get all the emotions in this show. Um, and they do it so well. I don't know. I don't have another show that does all of this the way that it does.
no wonder you have a podcast. You word things really well. That could be like a review online. That motivates me to want to. Biorvio, the guy I do my other podcast with, is going to be real annoyed because he hasn't motivated me as much to watch it yet.
Well,
So
hope he planted the seed. I'm just watering it a little bit more. That's all.
I know
So it's a team effort.
I'm trying to get him to watch One Piece. So we need
Oh,
to.
well then just tell him. Okay, so this is what you can do.
Mm,
When I'm sure you've heard about the One Piece now that's coming out with Wit is gonna do the remake of One Piece.
mhm.
I feel like that's gonna be they're gonna do it to where obviously the animation is better than what it was originally back when it started in the 90s, right? Hopefully they fix the pacing as far as all that goes, in a sense of like a Dragon Ball Z Kai kind of thing. Have him watch that.
No.
Or just pick up One Piece at this if I'm impatient. But like I
Good
I'm
idea.
I'm hoping that, and again, I'm really, really hoping that the One Piece does a very, very good job. I hope
Mm,
they deliver. I hope I know animation wise they'll deliver. Like that's not a
yeah.
question. I just hope story wise and carrying on, I guess restarting the legacy of One Piece that it does very well.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too because it is a masterpiece of art and it has changed
Yeah,
my
oh
life
yeah,
in so many different ways and it's
one of
so
the greatest
special.
stories ever told.
Oh,
Like,
truthfully is. It's amazing. It's funny. I tried to get Oda on the podcast. Now it's funny that I know that's a stupid thing to say, but I've got a
what? No,
connection.
because imagine if you
No,
pulled
I
that
know it's
off.
impossible. It's impossible. But I had a connection to him through a Japanese friend, and I reached out to his publicist, and it was $100,000 for an hour.
Oh, sheesh.
So I'm having him on next week. No, I'm
So,
joking.
I'm gonna say, see, you need a whole other piggy bank.
Yeah.
Hey, baby girl, we can't go to Japan anymore. This is now going to the Oda, Oda.
Oh, I'm gonna sell my house to get him on the show, and I will live on the street. No, he's an absolute genius. He is so blooming good. And what do you think of the live action?
The One Piece live action, I
Mm,
thought it was good. I think it definitely set the tone. It is by far the best live action that's been out. Well, okay, now second. I have an opinion on I don't know if you've seen it, but the Yu Yu Hakusho live action.
not yet.
Yeah, I have opinion on that. But before now, it is now the best live action that we've seen up to date. Like everything else, it blows everything else out the water. I don't think it was like absolutely amazing, but I do think it was really, really good. I think it was great for the One Piece community, for the anime community in general, because there's going to be a lot of people now that saw that and are now going to try to tap into the actual anime. My wife, who has seen some anime, and I've made her watch some anime over the years, and she's enjoyed a couple, but she's by the farthest thing from an anime watcher. Enjoyed the live action. She had her qualms about it, but that's just, everyone's not going to love it completely. But um, I think it did really well for the community. I think it shows the greatness of One Piece even more because not only manga is killing it, the anime is killing it, especially after Wano. We got the Luffy balloon and the Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade, and now we got this live action that did absolute numbers on Netflix. Like it just shows how awesome One Piece is. So I was
Mm-hmm.
very happy about it.
Me too. Me too. I started watching with my oldest girl, and then I had to stop because it was a little bit violent at points. But really,
Yeah.
really, really good show. No, that's awesome, Joe. I like I said, it's a real privilege to have you on the show. And for those listening, you need to check out Joe's podcast, Life with what? How do you say it again?
Life with Anime podcast.
Life with Anime podcast. It is incredible, and check out his page as well. And what's your name on your page? Joe
Uh, Family Man Joe 43, I think it is.
Family Man Joe 43. Could you potentially take us out with your favorite anime quote? Favorite
Ooh,
anime quote? Yeah, the podcast will
ooh,
be
ooh,
released tomorrow.
ooh.
Your one, but yeah,
Hold on.
favorite anime quote. It needs to be perfect, well said, and well voiced as well in the character's voice.
Oh, oh man.
No.
Um, dang. Okay. Mm, I don't. I know it, but I don't know it like fully. So give me like 2 seconds to get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Heck yeah. No, you need it. You can't. You need to do it justice by saying it
Yeah.
correctly. Can you tell us what anime it's from?
It's a Zoro quote.
Of course.
And it's nothing crazy, but it. I love it. Um,
Zora's so darn good. He is so cool.
no, where is it? No, 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 no. I used to have a picture of it, and I can't find that picture. Hmm.
Do you listen in Japanese or English?
I'm Japanese,
Yeah.
so I'm a big sub guy. I honestly, the thing is, this is my take on sub or dub is whatever I started in
Hmm.
is what I watch it in. So if I hear it for the first time in English, I'm like, that's what I'm gonna watch it in. If I hear it for the
Hmm.
first time in Japanese, that's what I'm gonna watch it in. Um,
Yeah, I'm the same. As long as people are watching anime, that's all that matters to me.
exactly. Dang, I cannot for the life of me find this. Hold on. I might have to switch it up to my second favorite quote, which is if that's okay
Of course,
with
yes,
you.
please. That's fine. Zora's everything Zora says is goosebump worthy. It's
The you
so
know the
flippin'
crazy
good.
part is like I've heard him say it and I wanted to find the actual clip of it, him actually saying it, and I could never find the actual clip. I can always find like the quotes, but no one like can ever tell me, hey, this is where that was from,
Hmm.
which drives me insane. Um, Here we go. Okay, I will do this one then. I apologize for having to make you wait for this now.
No, it's fine. I'm excited.
This is from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is um again, which you need to watch now. And also, I don't know if your partner is also with you on this as far as like um uh whether to watch Full Metal Alchemist or Brotherhood. Full Metal
Hmm.
Alchemist Brotherhood. Watch Brotherhood.
Yeah, he says that as well.
Yeah. No.
Brotherhood. Who's the
Okay.
guy?
This
You got
I have the clip, but I don't want to play it. I want to say it.
it? You can play it and say, true. That's true. Uh,
best. Okay, hold on. Think I might got it. All right, I'll just do it this way. Oh, that was it. All right, so it's basically a situation after which this one lady had hope. Her, long story short, someone had died, and she had hope that someone was going to help her get this loved one back. And it was all a lie. It was all a ruse. And Edward basically exposed this person for being the fraud that they are.
Hmm.
Um, and she's basically like, "Tell me what to do next. I don't know what to do. I put all my hope in this person." And he says, "Decide that for yourself." Now I'm watching it as it goes. So decide that for yourself. Get up and take a step. Move forward. You've got two good legs. Um, you don't need to cling to anything. There's one more part. No, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So again, and it does, and I'm doing it. I'm not doing it justice, man. I'm not. But again, she's this woman. She's in a very desperate place. She's always been in a desperate place, and to find out that everything she put her hope and faith in, this fake religion in a sense,
Yeah,
had lied to her. She's asking for help, and he's like, "Decide that for yourself. You don't need us to tell you what to do. You don't need anyone to tell you what you do. Get up, decide that for yourself. You have two good legs. Two good legs. Get up and take a step forward."
I love
Um,
that.
and I think that that's a testament to life in general.
Heck yeah.
Um, because I think a lot of the times we take the easy way out in life. We want someone to just hand us the answer. We want someone to tell us what to do. And I find myself victim of that a lot too, because honestly, my entire career, my life for the past what, like 15, 20, almost 20 years, someone has told me when to wake up, when to go work out, when to go to practice, when to eat, when I'm in class, and then, all over again. Since high school football to college football was my life for 5 years, and now in the NFL for 7 years. So it's just been a lot of like being told what to do. And when that time comes, and there's been times where I didn't know what was going to happen next as far as my career goes. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like I have no clue where to go, what to do next, how to progress, how to move forward, because I'm just so used to just being in this routine. And when that crumbles, you have to figure out like there's no one to tell you exactly what to do next. There's no like step by step guidebook to like, hey, when this happens, go here. So to be able to like to pick yourself up by your bootstraps kind of thing, figure it out, trust in yourself. Don't look for the easy way out. Don't look for someone to tell you what to do. You got two good legs. Get up and move forward. Was just absolutely great quote to me. So I didn't do it justice, but hopefully my explanation was.
Very, very well said. It is well said, and yeah, very motivational, inspirational as well. That's awesome. That's awesome, Joe. Thank you so much, and thank you. Like I said, the podcast will be released tomorrow,
I can't wait.
and our people will love it. So really appreciate your time, Joe, and thank you for your words of inspiration and motivation. I'm gonna get out and go for a workout right now just because I'm pumped up after talking to you, to be honest.
Hopefully it's a good workout.
Yeah, it will be. But yeah, brother, have a great evening and we'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely, man. Really appreciate you having me on.
No worries. See you, bro.
All right, see ya.